My photography and filmmaking journey started almost 14 years ago, and ever since that time I've used different cameras and lenses. And in this video I will be going over the current camera equipment which I'm using, and hopefully that would help you in setting up your own camera bag. So first things first, the camera bag which I'm currently using, it's the Think Tank Streetwalker version 1. The reason why I love this camera bag is because it allows me to customize the compartments inside. So just in case I'm carrying more than 2 cameras, I can customize the compartments as per my need. Also, it has enough pockets to put your hard drives and camera chargers. If I'm carrying my MacBook, it has a separate compartment to put my laptop as well. For peace of mind, I would add an AirTag to this. If I leave my camera bag behind, my iPhone would notify me that I have left my camera bag behind, so I can easily keep a track of my bag by using that AirTag. So the camera body I'm currently using, it's the Canon EOS R5. The reason why I love this camera is because it does both photo and video, and I am a hybrid shooter, which means I do filmmaking and photography. And by just click of button, I can easily switch from photo mode to video mode. Also in video mode, you get up to 8K resolution and you can shoot in log profile. So just in case you need that high dynamic range from a video, you can access that as well. I have never had any issues with the battery life or autofocus on this. I would usually carry 3 batteries with me, which would last me a whole day of shoot. My second main camera body is the Canon EOS R6 because I'm a wedding photographer as well. So just in case my main camera, something happens with it, I always have a second body. The reason why I love this camera is because it's easy to match with the output I get from the Canon R5. And in terms of memory cards, this takes 2 SD cards. I think it's much cheaper to get SD cards. So I would highly recommend getting this Canon EOS R6 if you are in the Canon ecosystem. Next up, one of my main cameras is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The reason why I love this camera is because it's easy to carry with you anywhere, especially at a place where you can't take your camera with you. And the ultra wide angle lens has the more of a real life look, and a lot of people seem to like that look. So I use it both for my YouTube videos as well as my Instagram reels. Another thing which I do utilize from this phone is its voice recording capability. A lot of my Instagram reels are recorded using the microphone from this phone. Okay, next up in the kit, I have the GoPro 8. This is something which I use for my behind the scenes. A lot of my Instagram posts have been shot using this. Also, I recently purchased a mounting accessory, which is from a company called Snap. What this does is it puts this clamp on the back of the GoPro, and if there's any surface which is receptive to magnet, you can easily mount this GoPro on that surface. And this setup also comes with this necklace strap where you can put the GoPro on this necklace strap and have this around your neck and mount the GoPro on your chest or your shoulder. And I think ever since I've got this accessory from Snap, I think I've been using my GoPro a lot more. Next up in my camera bag is the Canon C70. That's the camera I'm filming this video with. It has designated buttons for everything you want to customize. Also, it has inbuilt ND filters and XLR inputs. So just in case you want to plug in a mic like this directly to the camera, this camera allows you to do that. This is a Netflix approved camera. So just in case I might be making a documentary for Netflix, I can use this camera as well. One of my main lenses which I use for 80 to 90% of my shoots, it's the Sigma 35mm 1.4. Even to record this video, I'm using the same lens. The reason why I love this lens is because I can shoot 1.4 aperture with this, which allows a lot more light into the lens. Because this is a 1.4 aperture, it allows you to blur out the backdrop and your subject can be more in focus, which gives you more of this cinematic organic look. The only drawback I see with this lens is that while using its autofocus, it makes this clanging noise. So if you are someone who needs that on-camera audio while recording with this, I would not recommend this. But if you are looking for a reasonably priced 1.4 lens, I would highly recommend this lens. Next up in my most used lenses, it's the Canon 85mm 1.4. This one has image stabilization inbuilt. So in case I'm shooting handheld with this lens and my Canon R5, I think it's the perfect combination where you can almost get a tripod-like look because the image stabilization on this is just amazing. Again, this being a 1.4 aperture, it allows to keep your subject in focus and everything right behind them out of focus. This does not make any clanging noise because again, this is a Canon manufactured lens, so it works perfectly fine with the Canon R5 or R6. One of my most recently purchased lens is this RF 24-70 2.8. I don't use this lens a lot for my travel work, but it does come handy during my wedding shoots. I am using this for a lot of vlogs which you saw in the past few weeks because it's convenient to travel with one lens for those vlogs. So I feel like it might be something which will be replacing my other two lenses for the vlog. Just because it's easy to carry and convenient to have this focal length inbuilt, and I love the image stabilization on this. I shot one of the recent vlogs with this handheld and had no issues with the image stabilization. This being a RF mount and all my cameras being a RF mount, I don't need to use the adapter anymore, so it becomes much lighter setup. So in case I need to use this for a vlogging style video, I think it will be a perfect setup for that as well. The camera straps I'm using currently, it's from Peakdesign and Holdfast. For a lot of my wedding shoots where I might be needing two cameras at the same time, I am using this Holdfast camera strap. It allows me to mount two cameras at the same time. So in case I need to switch from a wide angle like a 35mm to a close-up tight lens like a 85mm, I can have both the lenses on my side. And also I have had this camera strap for about 7 years now and have no complaints with this. Neither I have seen any sort of wear and tear on this, so I would highly recommend this strap in case you are looking for a dual camera strap. And one of my recent purchases for my travel work, I got this Peakdesign camera strap. It comes with the accessory which allows you to quickly switch between one camera to another. So it's very convenient to use, and I think it's very lightweight. So just in case Peakdesign does come up with a dual camera strap, I'm sure I'll be switching over to that as well. One of the most exciting purchases of this year has been DJI Air 2S. The reason why I love this drone is because it's so convenient to travel with. I have had a DJI Phantom 4 in the past, but that required a separate carrying case for that. But this, it's so easy to carry, especially the drone battery life on this. I think it's longer than 30 minutes. So it's easy to fly with and convenient to travel with. And I love the picture quality you get out of it because it's 10-bit. So it's much easier to match the color profile of this to my Canon EOS R5. To record all my audio, I'm currently using the Tascam DR-10L. It is a handy recorder which comes with the inbuilt lavalier mic. For my backup audio, I'm using the Zoom H1. For my on-camera mic, I'm using the Rode videomicro. And in case I'm in a controlled environment like this, I'm using the Shure Sm7b. So a lot of cameras these days have this digital look, and in order to diffuse them, I use these filters from Tiffen, which is a Tiffen Black Pro Mist filter. I would usually use it at a quarter strength. Even right now for this video, I'm using this. It allows the skin tone to be more softer, and it gives this hazy effect to the light where the footage starts getting this more of a retro look in it. and I really like this look, and this is something which I use often on my shoots. The only drawback to using these filters is that in case you don't like that hazy look and you recorded the whole shoot with this filter, you can't undo that. But overall, I think it gives that organic cinematic look to the footage. Along with the Black Pro Mist filter, I also use a lens filter from Prism FX, which has this light streak effect to it. So just in case you want to move the light behind your subject, or again give it that anamorphic cinematic look, this lens filter allows you to do that. So currently I'm using SSDs from SanDisk and Samsung to back up and edit all my footage, just because they are much more faster to edit with. And if you have footage which is shot in 4K or 8K, they're much easier to work with a software like Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro. As of 2022, these SSDs are expensive, but I think if you are someone who does filmmaking and photography full-time, these SSDs are totally worth it. So next up is this point and shoot camera, which I carry with me to all the shoots. And I love the look which I get from a film camera, where you would take a photo and you won't be able to look at it because there is no screen in the back. You would wait for the whole developing process to be done. I think it's a great investment if you're looking to explore more of that retro and organic looking photography. For the YouTube videos, I started vlogging, so I needed something to carry my phone with me. So I bought this tripod from ULANZI. It's sort of a hybrid between a GorillaPod and a tripod, where you could put this on a flat surface, and it has this inbuilt phone mount on this, so you don't need to carry a separate mount for your phone. You could easily switch between mounting your phone on this to mounting your SLR on it. This also has an inbuilt selfie stick to it, so just in case you wanted to do more of a vlog style, you could bring out the selfie stick and have your camera mounted on the top. So it's very convenient and easy to use tool. To securely put away my memory cards, I use this memory card case from Think Tank. So whenever I would be done with my shoot, I would take out the memory card from my camera and put it upside down in this case and securely put this camera case away in a safe spot. One of the most important parts of photography and filmmaking is editing. So currently I am using a 14-inch MacBook Pro, which has a Pro M1 chip in it, as well as an iPad Pro to edit all my photos and video. So that sums up all the camera equipment which I'm currently using. I'm sure it's going to keep evolving with time, and I would love to hear which camera equipment are you using. So please do leave a comment underneath, and if you got some value from this video, please do consider liking this video. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. Thank you once again for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.